Let's get back to our own pasta and make a sauce for it. And let's begin with a pestata. Onions, a little bit of carrots, and celery. Just enough, not overly chopped, not into a liquid. And to make this white bolognese, a nice heavy pan is the best. A little bit of butter and oil to begin the pestata. And we'll cook this down a little bit, just to wilt it, to get all the vegetable juices out of there. The meats for this sauce is always better if it's an assortment. In this case, ground pork, ground veal, and some beef. I will just slightly salt it and try to break it up a little bit. So when we put it in, it disintegrates. We'll make a little hot spot. I'll just move over the vegetables and I'll put the meat right in there. And break it up a little bit. Put 2 fresh bay leaves. If you have dry bay leaves, use a little more, 3 or 4. A little bit of salt. And we'll let that cook down a little bit again. What's very important, whenever you make anything with chopped meat, any sauce, is that you let all that fluid evaporate and that the meat begins to caramelize, just a little bit in this case. We will dress that with a little milk, a little bit of tomato paste, which you dissolve in the milk. Okay, so this is ready. Okay, the water from the meat has just about dried out. We will add some white wine to deglaze, to add acidity, to add some flavor. And we'll cook this for a few minutes, let all the alcohol dissipate, and then we'll add the rest of the liquid. So, the flavor of the wine is in there, but the alcohol has dissipated. So let's add the milk and the tomato paste. Okay. And to this, add some of the stock, hot stock. Whenever you're cooking something and you want to add something to it at the same temperature so you don't interrupt what's going on in the pan. Cover it. Lower the flame and let it perk away, coming to it periodically, adding a little more stock if necessary, mixing it and letting it cook. Let all of the flavors really come forth and develop a wonderful harmony. This will take about an hour and 15, 20 minutes. The sauce is cooked, the pasta has dried. The batch of pastas we made is good for 2 times. So this sauce, I took only half of it. The other half, I'm going to freeze. In a little container, I'll seal and put in the freezer. In the meantime, I'll use half of the sauce to dress the pasta. To cook fresh pasta, plenty of bubbling water, slightly salted, and fresh pasta, make sure that it doesn't have excess flour on it. And fresh pasta, just 1 boil, 1 twirl in the water, and it is cooked. The sauce here is densening. I'm gonna add just a little bit of the pasta water. I always tell you, when you have sauce that's drying out, use the pasta water. Okay, the pasta is cooked. I just fish it out, but you can strain it. The tagliatelle in Bologna are nice and wide, but I must share with you that I made them a little wider because I like them like this. For those, there's a few here and there that either cannot take tomatoes or don't like tomatoes. This is the sauce for them. And you see this velvety look? The milk is what gave it that creaminess. Shut the fire off. Grana, some grated grana. Toss it. This has to be the ultimate comfort food. Okay. Warm plate. Just like that. Perfetto. I need to taste. Really is delicious. It's not one of those grab it tastes. You know, it's very mellow, but it's so harmonious, so even, delicious. Delizioso, and I want to share it with you. So I want to invite you. Come, join me. Tutti a tavola a mangiare e bere cin cin.